Hello, welcome back to Moxie Minutes. Teresa here. Today we're going to talk about how magnesium affects men and muscles. And first of all, we're going to talk about how it affects hormones and hormone regulation in men. And what we do know about men hormones is guys need a lot of testosterone. And unfortunately, at the age of 19, 20, testosterone declines about 1% per year after you turn 19 or 20. Bummer. However, to maintain the amount of testosterone in your system and to help increase the amount would be to take magnesium. There's evidence that magnesium exerts a positive influence on anabolic hormone status, and this also has a positive effect on andropause. If that's a new word for you, it's very andropause is a reduction in male-specific hormones to include testosterone. So when a guy around the age of 35 to 40, we joke about going through a midlife crisis. However, this is also a clinical attribution to what's called as andropause. And some of the symptoms and signs of andropause are irritability, gaining belly fat, muscle mass loss, and a greater amount of fatigue. Guys and girls, we go through these hormonal changes in our lifetime. The real difference is for men, it's a slower progression, and for women, the hormone fluctuations are greater and more drastic, which that's a bummer for us, but we do know that magnesium can positively benefit those hormonal changes in our systems. Magnesium can also help with muscle development. So we do know that magnesium is a significant aspect to the ATP cycle, your adenosine triphosphate cycle, which is your energy cycle. We also know that it is a critical part of the protein and nucleic acid synthesis, which means it helps with muscle building. We do know that low intracellular levels directly affect muscular performance, especially in endurance exercise. And when we are magnesium deficient, it does produce muscle weakness. So we do see in clinical studies that when we add magnesium to our diet in amounts that are over the recommended daily intake of 420 milligrams, and everybody's different, so the amount that you increase over that 420 milligrams on a daily basis could be anywhere from 420 to 1,000 milligrams. It just depends on how your body burns it. But to elevate those levels does increase and maintain the muscle integrity. So there was a couple of studies done on cyclists as well as basketball players that definitely showed the muscle damage markers in basketball players were reduced when they did supplement with magnesium on a daily basis. And for the cyclist, it showed that they had faster muscle recovery when they were increasing their magnesium levels. So this magnesium deficiency and the muscle development also plays a role in muscle cramping. So when you do have a more muscle cramping, it could be exercise-associated muscle cramping, or EAS or EAMC. And this is an onset from muscle weakness, as we know that when we're competing, we tend to cramp towards the end of races. Sometimes it happens in the start of a race, but more times it does happen at the end of the race. So that could be affecting, it could be directly related to muscle weaknesses. We also see that associated with an imbalance with the calcium and the magnesium. But for our talk today, we're going to look at how the muscle weakness affects cramping. So the reason why we suggest using the HydroMag is because it is about 6 times higher in absorption than a mag oxide or a mag sulfate, a mag fumarate, a mag citrate. So what will happen is you'll get a better benefit, a quicker symptomatic and physiological benefit from the use of HydroMag. So I think you'll enjoy the flavor. You can add it to smoothies. You can drink 2 servings a day, and you'll top off your magnesium levels that way. So thanks for joining us. And if you have any questions, please reach out, MOXiLife.com. And I'm Teresa at MOXiLife.com. Thanks. Bye.